Okay. Equals to 36. So move the 36 over. So half of this guy. That minus is kind of messing me up. So I got to factor the minus. And I need to complete the square here. This one, you do the same. Okay. So then half of this squared, so half of 12 is -6, squared is 36. So I need to add 36, but since there's a minus there, I'm going to be subtracting 36. Do the opposite. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Half of 14 squared is 49. So now this will factor into x minus 6 squared. This guy will become y minus 7. Let me double check this guy though. Factor negative. Yeah, I believe that's good. So if I pull this out, I'm going to get these. That'll be x squared plus minus 12x.
Wouldn't that give you plus 36 then?
What's that?
Wouldn't that give you plus 36?
Yeah, this is bugging me right now. Let me see here. I'm just factoring the minus. Well, you know what? I think this should be plus. Yeah, that's fine. It's just that to keep the balance, I remember. You know how I added 36, but I actually subtracted 36. So I need to subtract 36 over here. There we go. I added 49, which means I need to add 49. So let me write smaller so I can fit that in here. So I was getting dyslexic on that one right there. Okay. All right. So now we have 49 over here. Okay. I'll rewrite this as y minus 7 squared minus x minus 6 squared equal to 1. If I divide both sides by 49, I can get it equal to 1. Okay, let's see here. So the center will be 6, 7. So it's got to be C or D at this point, right?
Yes, 6.7.
No, we need the formula for the foci. Let's see here. I just had it up a second ago. over a foci of a hyperbola. I don't have my book on me today, so give me a sec. Okay. Foci, where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, foci formula is going to be x0 plus the square root of a squared plus b squared, comma, y0. And the other one will be x0 minus square root of a squared plus b squared, comma, y0. Okay. Now what is y0? That comes from the vertex. Let's see here. Major axis, we could use this guy, is equal to y is equal to y equal to y0. So the line that passes through the center of the hyperbola is the major axis, which is equal to 2a. Okay. Where a is 49. So this is the standard form for a parabola, by the way. Should have wrote that first, but oh well. X minus x naught squared over a squared minus y minus y0 squared over b squared equal to 1. So our y naught is this guy on the y. So this part should be 7. X naught should be 6. A and B are these numbers on the bottom, which happen to be the same here on this case. So let me look at the answers here. I think we got everything. So x0 is equal to 6, y0 is equal to 7, a is equal to 40, what was it? Formula is here. A squared is equal to 49, which is equal to b squared. Okay, so I'm seeing that the foci should be, right? It should be 6 plus the square root of 2 49s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comma 7, which will be 6 plus 7 root 2, comma 7. 6 minus 7 root 2 comma 7. Let's see. Yeah, that's what they got. So it's D, unit D. So there's just a lot of formulas that you need to write down. That's all you need. It's nothing crazy. The only hard part is putting it into standard form, which I don't know if you guys remember or not, but that's from when you're doing circles back in pre-cal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we've done that here, but if we haven't, it was a while ago. So you complete the square, try to get into this form, make sure it's equal to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's down here is your A and B squared, and just plug it into here. This will give you a foci. The center will be the numbers that make it 0 on top, right?
Okay.
Right. So basically, the center is x0, y0.
0, 0, okay.
So once it's in standard form, everything just kind of comes out. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So this in the answers it says C. So
Yeah.
the F is foci, right?
Yeah.
A is Y equals 7, and then okay. Oh, okay. Now all right. So I see a lot of numbers over here, and
Yeah, it looks kind of weird, right?
yeah. Okay.
It's not too bad, right?
No.
It's not like chapter 9 or anything.
Oh my God, chapter 9. I will remember ever, forever and ever.
Yeah. It's the best chapter, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But you said do we have these examples on the exam?
You only have, I think you might have one. Like that would be very similar. Let me double check. I thought that I didn't see any, but let me see. Just to be sure. Yeah, the first one is gonna be will be one of these foci center. But there's only one, the rest are other stuff.
Okay.
It's not that long though.
How many questions are in the number 10 exam?
Let me see. Dang it, did I close it back? Let's see here. Yeah, it's a math bar exam.
Not bad.
Not too late to drop out, is it?
Yeah, 3 weeks too late.
Semantics.
It's all right.
Math bar exam.
Oh, here it
Assuming everyone does terrible in the math bar exam, that just means we've hit a good curve, right?
is. There's only 10 questions.
Okay. Okay.
It's not too bad. And some are, I think, super short. Like the going from polar to Cartesian, and that stuff we did in pre-cal. Yeah, like 2 of those, maybe. Yeah, like changing a point to polar and back to Cartesian, and changing an equation to polar back to Cartesian.
Mhm.
You have one of each of those. So just doing conversion is almost half the test.
Can we do one of those?
Yeah, sure. view. Yeah, here it is. So let's see the ones on the bottom. I don't have a number. Is r squared sine 2 theta equals 32? Can you see that one? So that wants me to go to Cartesian. So basically change it to x and y. Going from, 'cause right now it's in polar, right? I don't know what number this is, but. Change to, it's towards the bottom. Change to Cartesian. From polar. All right, so r squared sine of 2 theta is equal to 32. So I mean, we need to get to x and y. So the formulas you're going to need are back from pre-cal. X is equal to r cosine. Y is equal to r sine. R squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. You guys remember this?
Yes.
Okay. So we have sine 2 theta. So r squared sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine cosine, right? Using our identities,
Mhm.
the double angle identity. So once we change it, change both sine and cosine into this, change r squared, right? Into that, we should be almost good. So that'll be, oh, actually, I'm sorry. We need an r there. So what we could do is some basic algebra. First, I'm gonna divide that 2 out because that bothers me. Is that cool? Divide by 2 both sides. So now put an r on the sine, put an r on the cosine, and we got y and x, right?
Yes.
And we're now in Cartesian. Let's see here. If you solve for y, I guess you could go this far. That's what they do. The answer is A. So now I'm in x and y.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? Any questions on that one?
No, that's
So you have like for sure one going that direction, then you have another going the other direction. So
19 is from Cartesian to polar.
is that the one with the x squared plus y minus 25?
Yes,
Let's do that one.
equals to 625.
What number is it?
It's not number 19. The one you did before is number 16.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Change to polar from Cartesian. Excuse me. X squared plus y minus 25 squared equals 625. If you square that out, you're going to get y squared plus 50y What's 25 times 25? I don't know what that is.
625.
So those will go to 0 when you subtract it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So x squared plus y squared is r squared, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that part's good. Plus y is equal to r sine. So we get r squared plus 50r sine theta. If you solve for r, I can move this. Oh shit! Forgot this is a minus. That's right there. Okay. So let's move that over. R squared equals 50 r sine theta. Divide by r, and r is equal to 50 sine theta.
Not 50 sine theta.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks like I uploaded the 22nd video on YouTube. I do not have the 17th though. Let me see. Maybe it's in my hard drive or something.
I got the video for November 17.
You do?
Yeah, YouTube, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Calculus 2 exam 4 review. Exam
Okay.
4 review, yeah.
The 17's there and 22nd's there. Maybe I just didn't email it to you guys. Maybe is that what happened?
Well, I got the 17,
Uh,
and then after that, I don't have anything else. That's it. I don't have anything on the. I got the 22nd where you just said something about the final exam, no class.
no, I mean I didn't email it to you, but it is in YouTube, the 22nd.
Oh, it is okay.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. So here's the 22nd. And here is the 18th, no, 17th. Yeah, I think I uploaded them and forgot to email them to you,
Okay.
but they're in there. I was worried I didn't put them in there. Let's see. Okay, let me get back to. So you have, so that's basically 4 problems right there. You'll see on the final. You have one of these, one of these, and then you'll have the points, see the word it says convert -4,4 to polar. I don't know what number that is. It's the one before. Oh, it's 15. You guys, you on that page?
15, okay. Find the polar coordinates, 4 minus 4,
Yeah.
okay.
So you have something like that where you go, so that's Cartesian and you gotta go to polar. So find the polar coordinates of 4, -4. So what we have is x equal to -4 and y equal to,
-4.
yeah. And we know that r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared, which means that r squared is equal to 32, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means that r is equal to plus or minus 32, which is plus or minus 4√2. Now they tell us that that r has to be positive. You see that? So we choose positive. Okay. Now remember that polar back in pre-cal is in r theta. Remember that?
Okay.
So we have the r, we need the theta. So theta is equal to the inverse tangent of y over x, which would be tan inverse of -4/4, which would be -pi4, I think. Let me check the calculator. Yeah, let's see what degrees. Tangent, where is it? Yeah. So add 2 pi to this, and you get 315 degrees, or 7 pi4. So you adjust to the positive angle. So the answer will be, so 4 -4 is equal to r 4√2, comma 7 pi 4. So all I did was add 2 pi here. Because if I'm in the negative angle, you add 360 to get back there, right?
Mhm.
So we end up at this place. So that's all you do. You do inverse 10 and you do r squared, and that's it. So that's how you get B.
Okay.
Now going the other direction would be 14. Find the Cartesian coordinates. Okay, the one they gave us here is -9 2 pi 3. So going this direction is a little easier because we know that x is equal to r cosine, right?
Mhm.
Y is r sine, you just plug it in. X will be -9 cosine of 2 pi 3. Y will be -9 sine of 2 pi 3. So that will give us what? What is cosine of 2 pi 3?
Cosine. String.
Did it half? So this is no -1/2, right? So -1/2 times -9. 9/2. This would be
No.
square root 3/2. So -9 times square root 3/2. So the point will be this.
Okay.
Not too bad, right?
Mhm.
So that's pretty much more like 5 out of 10 already, maybe more. You'll have stuff like this plot or what's it called? Yeah, it doesn't seem too crazy. You have any other questions, Roberto? Is that
Oh, I got 20 questions. Let's see. It's one over here that I was gonna trying to check. Let me see if I can find a number. Oh, number 6.
that's the tangent, right?
Yeah, I like find that question for the line tangent.
Okay. X is 4 sine. T, so they give us that T. All right, 1 second. I think I might need a formula here. Okay. Let me write the question down. Number 6, right?
Yes, number 6.
Okay. So find the tangent line at this place. So what we're gonna need is dy dx, which is equal to dy dt over dx dt. So we're gonna do that first. Okay, then that's not a big deal. Then we plug in the number to get the slope. Once we have the slope, we use the equation of the line, what's it called? The point slope form, you remember? So we're gonna need that as well. You write that down, y minus y0 is equal to m times x minus x0. Okay. Okay. The x1 naught and y naught will come out by plugging in this number. So x0 will be equal to 4 sine at 3 pi over 4. Y0 will be equal to 4 cosine at 3 pi over 4. What is sine at 3 pi over 4? Ouch.
For sine.
You get 2 root 2, is that right?
Like 4. Let me see.
And this one will be negative 2 root 2. Okay. So now we need the derivative. So dx dt is going to be derivative of this with respect to t is just 4 cosine, right?
Mhm.
dy dt will be derivative of this guy with respect to t, which is
Same.
negative,
Sine.
yeah, negative 4 sine. Now divide them, so dy dx is equal to dy dt over dx dt, which will give us negative 4 sine t over 4 cosine t. So plug in 3 pi over 4 to get m. So m will be equal to negative 4 sine of 3 pi over 4 over 4 cosine of 3 pi over 4. Okay, so this is going to be equal to negative, positive 1. Should be 1. So now plug it in, plug everything in. Y minus y0 equal to m times x minus x0. That will give us y minus 2 root 2 plus, or sorry, equal to 1 times x minus 2 root 2. So y would be equal to x minus 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2. So y is equal to x is what I'm getting. I feel like I'm missing something. Did I? Oh, wait. There should be minus, right?
2 minutes.
Yeah. My bad. Well, that looks too pretty, you know what I mean? So it'd be plus minus, that'll be minus 4 root 2. There we go. Which is D. It's D. So the formulas you need is going to be the point slope, the derivative formula, and then the understanding of what is x0 and y0.
Mhm.
That's it. So on a 7, you would just divide them similar to this one. Just do it again.
Okay. So what about number 8?
Let's see. So we just did 6, right?
Yes.
7, 8. Find the area of the enclosed ellipse. Let me see. Let me see if there's a formula for ellipse or not. Find the area of. I don't remember that. 1 second.
Mhm.
What did they give us in the question?
The what?
In the question, they only give us X and Y, right?
X and Y, yes.
This is number 8.
Number 8, yes. X equal to 5, cos and plus.
Okay. Do you remember what section I was in? Or no?
Not that one.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. 0 to 2 pi, find the area of the ellipse. Basically, I'm seeing okay. Okay, so this is my A for the ellipse is 5. B is 12. This is A cosine, B sine. Okay. I think the area might be as simple as this. Let me check though, the answers. Because you can derive a formula. So that would simply be, if I use integrals, I can come up with this formula, which will work every time. So pi times 5 times 12, 60 pi. Yeah, that's C, after C.
That's as simple as that? Wow.
I mean, I can make it more complicated.
No, thank you.
It's not supposed to be that simple, but if you derive the formulas and you solve it in general, you get this pretty formula. Finding the pretty formula is work, but I say just use this. Just remember what that A is always in front of the cosine and B is in front of the sine.
Mhm.
It's a shortcut.
Okay, so that's the formula. Okay. Let's see. Okay, can you do one of the number 10?
Which one? Sorry.
Number 10.
Let's see here. What does it look like? I don't mind. Mine don't have numbers for some reason.
It's 9 pi over 4. Determine if the given polar coordinates represent the same point. It's 9 pi over 4, comma 9 5 pi over 4.
Oh, okay. Determine if they are the same. Well, you see that the radius is the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is pi force the same as 5 pi force? Let's look at the unit circle. So if you look at the circle, I just Google one. Pi force is right here, right?
Yes.
5 pi force is down here. That is not the,
Oh, okay.
it's not the same
It's-
angle at all, right?
It's opposite. It's the opposite angle.
Yeah, so we need to decide if we look at those numbers. What was it, 9, right? 9 comma pi force?
Yes, it's 9 comma pi over 4.
So the
And the other
question
one-
is, do I end up in the same place? So the way you graph those is you do the angle first. You go to pi force. And then you go out 9. So 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9, right? Somewhere out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I do the other one, 5 pi force, and then I do 9, I'm not in the same place, right? You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they are not the same point.
They are not. Okay.
So if they were to, if you have if you end when you graph, so basically what you got to do is graph both of them
Mm-hmm.
and then see if you landed on the same spot. That's all you got to do.
So like the one next one, the number 11, it says 10 pi over 4 and minus 10 pi over 4.
That one is no, still not the same.
It's not the same, right? Because it goes into different. They have to be in the same quadrant, right?
Yeah, exact same spot when you plot it.
Okay.
The one after is the same. Well, let's think about that one. 4 and pi halves and -4, 3 pi halves, right? 4 and 4.
That's the number 12.
I think so.
Yeah, it's number 12.
So if I go to pi halves, right? And I go
Pi
up,
halves, yes.
I go up. It's 4 pi halves, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you go to pi halves right here. And then you go out 4.
Yes.
Somewhere up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I go to 3 pi halves, and then I go -4, I end up going back up here again. Because negative means I'm going the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 pi is over here, but then I go -4. So those end up on the same spot. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all you gotta do is plot it on the paper. So just draw like a on paper. I would just do this. What number was it? 12.
Number 12, yes.
4 pi halves. So I'd say, okay, well, pi halves is up here, so I'd move over here and go out. 1, 2, 3, 4. -4, 3 pi halves. I'd go all the way down, right? And then I'd go negative, so this direction. So I end up over here anyway. So I have to go all the way down here and then go up, then go backwards, or -4. This one just says go here and then go up 4. So you sweep on the angle first, and then you start moving in that direction, like up or down or whatever.
You always move from the center?
Yeah, it always moves from the center, right? Has to be. So when I'm over here, I'm in the center going -4. So the orientation means I'm facing this way, right? But I'm in the center -4. So over here, I'm facing up and I'm going up 4. Positive. If it was -4, I'd be going this way. For this one. See what I mean?
Yes. Okay, yeah, yeah. If okay.
Yeah, like if you had just for fun, right? If you had -4, you would go up here. You would be facing this side up here, but then you'd go down section.
Okay. I got you. I see. I see. All right. Let's see if I have another one. Okay, I think I got all this number 10.
What's up?
I think I got all this number 10.
Okay.
That's the review number 10.
Yeah, I
Then-
don't think it's gonna be too bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, as I said, I mean, the beginning, the first question was the one that pulled me out. I mean, it was, what is all this? I never hear about, you said Fauci, or?
Yeah, it's basically it's the plural for focus.
Oh, okay,
Foci, I guess. So
Fauci.
it has 2 focus points. The parabolas and
Mhm.
sorry, the hyperbolas have 2.
Okay. Let me see. I have one in chapter 9. Let me see. Chapter 9 was, oh, the, let's see, was number 20 on chapter 9. Can you do that one?
Which section? Or
It's find the interval of convergence of the series, number 20. It's question number 20 in chapter number 9, or review number 9.
oh, okay. The review. Let me go to the review. Chapter 9 review number 20, you said?
Yes, number 20.
Damn, did we have 20 problems? It's crazy. Is that the last one?
No, in that one, you have 25 questions.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's the sum x minus 2 to the n over n4 2n.
Yes, sir.
Define interval, so we don't have to test the endpoints. Well, yeah. Okay, so right away I'm thinking root test, right?
Yes.
Find the limit. I'm gonna write as the fractional power to save some time here. So all this crap. So the 1 over n. Right, technically there's absolute values on the whole thing, but we don't have to write it because it's not negative. But it's gonna be there. You take the limit, right?
Mhm.
These will cancel first. So I'll be left with x minus 2 over n to the 4th over n times 2. Take the limit and this will go to 0, which will go to 1. So I'll be left with absolute value of x minus 2 over 2, and that must be less than 1, right?
Mhm.
You take the absolute values off. Oops. Multiply by 2. Add 2. It looks like it's going to be C. The only thing is I need to test the endpoints to see if I can do less than or equal to.
Mhm.
But this gives me the interval of convergence. Let me see. So yeah, let's go ahead and test 0. If I plug in 0 to x, right? I'm going to end up with a series -2 to the n over n to the 4th 2 to the n, right?
Yes.
These will cancel, leaving me with a -1 to the n over. Let me show the work. Sorry about that. So if I plug in 0, I'm going to get -2 to the n over n4 2 to the n, which is I can factor out a -1 to the n and leave it like this. Right, so it's the same thing. Then these cancel.
Mhm.
So you do the absolute, take the absolute
Absolute.
values and do the absolute, what was the test called? Test for absolute convergence, basically.
Mhm,
So you take the absolute value and then you see that this is a P series greater than 1.
mhm.
So this is going to be a, right, so absolute value of a sub n is equal to 1 over n to the 4th. Which means the original I think I might have to write it on the other side. So yeah. Let me get 1 second. Let me get my rag thing. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yes.
So let's do it in the next page to be more neat. All righty. So since hands wet. Since the absolute value series is a convergent P series, then the original converges absolutely. So that means I can put equal to. Therefore, x is equal to 0. It's good, right?
Mhm.
So now let x equal to 4, and we get the series of 4 minus 2 to the n, right?
Yes.
Over n to the 4, 2 to the n. So that will give us 2 to the n over n to the 4, 2 to the n. This gives me another P series, right?
Mhm.
This is another convergent P series. Therefore, x equal to 4 checks out as well. Thus, the interval of convergence is 0 less than or equal to 4 and 0 there. Any questions on that?
No.
Make sense?
Mhm. Yes, sir. Okay. So on the exam on the chapter 9 and chapter 10, by doing the homework, it will help on the grade.
Yeah, homework should boost your overall grade for sure. Homework is worth 20 points, 20%.
Okay. All right.
So it's-
Okay. So the exam, the number 9, close you said on the 2nd, right?
I don't remember. Let me check.
I saw a note you said it was the second.
Sounds right. Yeah, December 2nd, midnight.
Okay,
It started on the 2nd by 10 p.m. in the latest.
mhm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, try to make it tomorrow.
Okay.
So, on Wednesday, are you gonna have another Zoom session or you're not gonna have anymore?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Zoom again. I'm waiting. Oh, I traded in my car, but I haven't got my new car yet.
You still buying a car?
Yeah, I finally bought it, but they're delivering it. So
Oh, really? You get
I'm
a
waiting for it.
Carvana?
What's that?
You got a Carvana or something like that?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
so I'm just waiting for it to come.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. So they're supposed to be here today, but then they told me maybe Wednesday. So I'm trying to stay here that way. I'm there to sign for it.
Mhm.
I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know what happens if I'm not here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I gave your car away to the neighbor. I'm like, "Yeah, get that." But I figure that'd be easier. I hope that's all right with everybody. If it's an inconvenience, so let me give you guys some points on your chapter 9 test. Hope that's a fair deal.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's okay. I got more chance to do some stuff during the morning.
Okay.
All right, sir. I think I got this. Let me continue my chapter 10 and I'm gonna try to do the exam tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. If you guys finish chapter 10 earlier, we can be done with the whole class. Just
Okay, so yeah. So I will see you Wednesday then.
just bring more questions Wednesday if you got them.
Yeah, for sure I will have some more questions from chapter 10.
Okay.
All right, sir.
See you guys
All right,
later.
good night, guys. Okay,
Have a good night.
good night.